In the stillness of the night, a chilling secret lurks, one that even the infamous Chucky fears. Nestled in the shadows of our deepest nightmares, Chucky, the notorious plaything of terror, has etched his name in the annals of horror. With his fiery hair and those eyes gleaming with malevolence, he's a puppet with a penchant for the macabre. But even this embodiment of dread has his own Achilles heel. You see, the concept of weaknesses is a fascinating one. It's a universal truth that binds us all together, from the humblest of creatures to the most formidable beings. It's a reminder that beneath the veneer of invincibility, we are all vulnerable. And so is Chucky. Behind his menacing grin and malevolent antics, there are hidden frailties, secret susceptibilities that even he can't escape. So let's delve deeper into the dark corners of Chucky's existence. No one is invincible, not even our friend Chucky. In the heart of Chucky, a terror burns, a fear of the all-consuming flames. In the depths of his plastic soul, Chucky harbors a fear, a terror that gnaws at his very being. This fear is not of the dark, not of the unknown, but rather of something much more elemental and primal: fire. The flickering, dancing flames hold a power over Chucky, a power that has been exploited and used against him time and again. Consider the tale of a young boy. One night, he found himself face to face with Chucky, the demonic doll. The boy, quick-thinking and brave, seized upon Chucky's fear and lit a match, the small flame casting long, dancing shadows across the room. Chucky, paralyzed by his fear, could do nothing but watch as the boy set a curtain ablaze, the growing inferno separating them. Fire, in its raw, uncontrolled power, is a force to be reckoned with. It consumes, it destroys, and it leaves nothing but ash in its wake. For Chucky, the sight of fire is a chilling reminder of his own vulnerability, his own mortality. It's a reminder that despite his demonic possession, despite his reign of terror, he is still bound by the physical limitations of his plastic body. And then there's the story of the old woman who, upon realizing the true nature of the doll in her possession, decided to fight fire with fire, quite literally. She tossed Chucky into her fireplace, his plastic body melting and contorting in the intense heat. The flames danced in Chucky's eyes, a mirror of his own terror. These stories and countless others tell a tale as old as Chucky himself, a tale of fear, a tale of courage, and a tale of survival. They tell the story of Chucky's fear of fire, a fear that has been exploited, a fear that has saved lives. Like a moth drawn to a flame, fire is Chucky's deadly allure. In the realm of the supernatural, a force exists that Chucky dreads, the power of voodoo. This ancient practice, steeped in mysticism and spiritualism, bears an eerie influence over our diminutive antagonist. It's a power that can control, manipulate, and even harm Chucky. Imagine, if you will, an unseen puppeteer, pulling at unseen strings, dictating Chucky's every move. That's the essence of voodoo. It's a terrifying thought, isn't it? The notion that someone else could control your actions, your words, even your very thoughts. That is the fear that voodoo instills in Chucky. Let's delve into the annals of Chucky's past, shall we? The voodoo doll, a potent symbol of this ancient practice, has been used against him before. A character, let's call him John, once crafted a likeness of Chucky, a voodoo doll, if you will. And with each prick of the needle, each twist of the arm, Chucky was made to dance to John's macabre tune. But it's not just physical torment that voodoo can inflict. It's a psychological weapon too. The fear of being controlled, of being helpless, it gnaws at Chucky, eating away at his confidence, his resolve. And that's the beauty of voodoo. It's not just about the physical pain it can inflict, but the mental anguish it can cause. And it's not just individuals who can wield this power. Entire communities, entire cultures believe in the power of voodoo. They conduct rituals, ceremonies, all aimed at controlling the spirits, the unseen forces that govern our world. And Chucky, despite his bravado, despite his ruthlessness, is just another spirit, another pawn in the grand game of voodoo. Voodoo, an ancient power, holds a chilling dominion over Chucky. It's a power that can control him, harm him, break him. And that, my friends, is the true power of voodoo. Beneath the plastic and stuffing there lies a heart, Chucky's ultimate vulnerability. Yes, you heard it right. Chucky, that seemingly invincible terror, has a weakness, a vulnerability that sits quietly, nestled within his cotton-stuffed chest. It's a flaw that's as eerie as it is endearing, as chilling as it is charming. His heart. Now, this isn't your everyday, beating beneath your ribcage kind of heart. No, this is the heart of a doll, a heart that has been brought to life by the potent, mysterious forces of voodoo. A heart that, despite its synthetic nature, holds the key to Chucky's life force. A heart that, if struck, can bring an end to the reign of terror. Over the years, there have been several instances where Chucky's heart has been targeted. Each of these instances tells a tale of high stakes, of desperate attempts to stop the unstoppable. You see, Chucky's heart, while being the source of his life, is also his Achilles' heel. In one such tale, a brave, desperate soul managed to plunge a knife into Chucky's heart. The result? A heart-stopping moment, quite literally, as Chucky's life force began to ebb away. His menacing laughter, his chilling threats, all started to fade into silence. For a brief moment, the world held its breath as the terror of Chucky seemed to be coming to an end. But not for long. In another tale, a fearless individual tried to destroy Chucky's heart with a bullet. The suspense was palpable as the trigger was pulled. The bullet, as if guided by the prayers of a million hearts, found its mark. Chucky's heart was pierced, and his reign of terror was once again brought to a halt. But again, not for long. You see, Chucky's heart, while being his biggest weakness, is also his greatest strength. It is the source of his resilience, his ability to bounce back from the brink of death. It is this heart that keeps him going, that fuels his reign of terror. In Chucky's heart, life and death dance a haunting waltz, a dance that continues to chill our bones and keep us on the edge of our seats. In the shadows of Chucky's fears, we find a chilling truth. As we delve deeper into the very heart of Chucky's existence, we uncover a web of weaknesses that hint at a hidden layer of vulnerability beneath his seemingly invincible exterior. Let's take a step back and revisit these weaknesses. First, we have the fear of fire. This primal dread born out of self-preservation is not only a testament to Chucky's survival instincts, but also a glaring weakness. It's the kind of fear that can paralyze, that can overwhelm, and ultimately that can defeat. Fire, in its raw and untamed form, becomes a powerful weapon against Chucky. A force that can reduce him to ashes, a force that can obliterate his menacing presence. Then we have the power of voodoo. It's the very essence of Chucky's existence, his lifeblood, and also his Achilles' heel. Voodoo, a mystical force that transcends the boundaries of the physical world, holds the key to Chucky's undoing. It's an ironic twist of fate, where the very power that gives Chucky his strength can also strip him of it. It's a weakness that's deeply ingrained, a flaw that's hardwired into his being. And finally, we come to the vulnerability of his heart. A heart, in its metaphorical sense, is often associated with feelings of love, compassion, and empathy. But for Chucky, it's a literal weak spot, a point of susceptibility. It's a weakness that's as physical as it is symbolic. A strike to the heart, a well-aimed blow, can bring Chucky to his knees. It's a vulnerability that's as tangible as it is chilling. But what do these weaknesses mean for Chucky and those who dare to cross his path? They signify hope. They offer a fighting chance. These weaknesses, in all their chilling glory, provide a blueprint for survival, a roadmap to victory. To outsmart Chucky, one needs to exploit these fears to turn his weaknesses against him. Fear of fire? Use it to your advantage. Power of voodoo? Understand its intricacies and wield it as a weapon. Vulnerability of the heart? Strike when the moment is right. But remember, dealing with Chucky is not for the faint-hearted. It requires courage, quick thinking, and an unyielding will to survive. It's a deadly game of cat and mouse, a chilling dance with death itself. These weaknesses, these fears, they don't make Chucky any less terrifying. If anything, they add to his complexity, to his enigma. They make him more than just a mindless monster. They make him fallible, they make him vulnerable, and in a twisted way, they make him more human. In the end, even Chucky, the infamous terror, is not without his fears, his chilling weaknesses.